Hello everybody, CritCrab here with the tale of a DM that wanted to railroad a player into his own grave. And the railroad, let's just say, was very poorly built. Roll post. This is the tale of the game I played last night over Roll20, one of the worst I've ever done. The system is Star Wars Saga Edition, essentially D&D 5e with some little tweaks. So I'm playing with GM, a guy who's been playing for years and years, and who happened to also run my first game ever. We're buddies, and recently he offered to run a high-level game so I can play my first ever character again, a level 20 Jedi Master. I'm super pumped, so we set up the game with a handful of other players, and off we go. The first two games are great. We're in command of a Star Cruiser, I kill a Sith Lord, we discover a new species, and are generally going around being epic. Our team is good, everyone's playing well, and there's some decent RP going on, so I'm having fun. The problem is, for some reason I'm the only level 20 character, everyone else is level 15. First major red flag. So far it's not a huge problem since I'm mostly a run in and cut down the bad guys kind of Jedi. Combat is carried by me, and the utility roles are being filled by the other players, so whatever, it works. Then comes the PvP. For some reason, the GM signed on a new player, Jedi Killer Bounty Hunter, or JKBH. The session starts like this. We lead our battleship to an unregistered space station, as we're looking for an old ally, a deadly battle droid that used to serve the Republic. Our 4 party members, not including JKBH, board the station and find it filled with bounty hunters and scoundrels. They're acting cold towards us, but that's to be expected. I ask around to see if anyone's seen our droid, and nobody's willing to say anything, except one Mandalorian, JKBH. He offers to show me and we go off alone to a private room. Then, he attacks me. Apparently the GM gave him a bounty on my character. Luckily I'm a solid 5 levels above him and I'm feeling pretty confident. He's struggling to hit me and I'm dealing damage. I'm thinking, great, we'll corner this guy, get the droid, and we'll somehow wind up bringing this guy to join our crew and get some interesting party interactions. We were not so lucky. Remember the friendly allied battle droid? He suddenly appears and attacks me, refusing to respond to any dialogue. Mind you, the party's been separated, and this is essentially just me PvPing while the rest of the party hangs out. Battle Droid is level 20, so he's ready to bring the pain. I'm built for duels, so I'm still not too worried. I activate some force powers, swing my lightsaber, and boom, I crit on the droid and deal 228 damage in one blow. I'm feeling great, having dealt as much damage as a light battle cruiser. And of course, that's where it goes wrong. The droid gets one more turn as a class feature, and the GM allows it to arm and detonate every explosive he has. He has a lot. All at the same time. All of its levels have essentially gone into causing the maximum possible amount of explosive damage, and it auto-crits. 1860 damage. I use a mechanic of Saga to sprint away before this happens. Unfortunately, the station itself takes too much damage and is destroyed. The GM declares that I'm thrown into space and I'm hurtling towards a planet. Thankfully, JKBH is unharmed. Not only that, our battleship is destroyed while JKBH's starfighter escapes with nary a scuff. He quickly flies around and scoops up our party, putting them in cryogenic cells before hunting for me. The party has no opportunity to resist, and every idea they have to escape is shot down by the GM. I crash land on the planet and the GM declares I survive, but I am unconscious. JKBH flies down and shoots me in the back of the head, and I die. Now, I'm not trying to be a rules lawyer here, but by the book, I can make a con roll after 1 minute. We discuss how long it would take for JKBH to do all of his shenanigans, and GM very reluctantly agrees that after I pass 2 con rolls, I awaken. Side note, in Saga, there's a mechanic that, in this case, means that I'm now at a -10 to attacks, defenses, skill checks, and everything else. Waking up from an orbital impact sucks. The GM gracefully allows me to recover some health after I suggest that it would take more than a single round for JKBH to begin combat with me, since he's flying down from, space. Combat begins with me at a great disadvantage, but I'm lucky still his superior by 5 levels. I start thinking of escape routes. I prepare to run using my Jedi speed into the forest to try to lose him. The GM says the forest is sparse, more of a plain than a forest. Not going to happen when JKBH has a starship to chase me down with, so I face him head on. Now that he's not insta-killing me, it's a bit of a more fair fight. We actually battle for about 4 rounds, and I actually start getting the better of him, using the force to put him at a disadvantage. Meanwhile, we've been playing for about an hour with the spotlight on me and JKBH. The other players have been denied every opportunity to play, and one of them leaves, while the others stick out this dumpster fire. And then we hit the finale. The GM asks me to roll a con check out of nowhere. I roll a total of 16. I breathe relief, fearing what he was going to do to me, and I thought I rolled high enough to avoid it. Nope. I am suddenly knocked unconscious by a falling piece of the space station that blew up in orbit. So I finally walk away from the table. After some investigation, it turns out that JKBH and GM were conspiring to retire my character without asking or letting me know. And they decided to do it with class and finesse by railroading me underneath a meteorite. End post. Well, as I'm sure Obi-Wan himself would say,
another happy landing.
I'm pretty sure that if the DM decided to just work with the actual player to have his character go out Obi-Wan style, then I am absolutely sure that he would have totally agreed. And even if he didn't, what's the big deal, really? I guess the only one thing the DM could have done to make this situation go even worse was if he made the bounty hunter a DM PC. But at this point, what difference does it make? If you liked this video, then please do leave me a like, and if you want to see more of my videos, then by all means subscribe for more of my content. This has been CritCrab. Till next time.